Hello all my natural beauties and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bibi and I'm here to help you fall in love with your skin again. And if you haven't checked out my previous videos where I teach you how to do so, please make sure you check them out to get the basics down. Now as you can see, I didn't do much effort today. I'm wearing a yellow shirt because it kind of leads up to what's going to be happening today. I'm heading out today into the environment. I'm going to be in the sun quite a lot. That being said, protection for your skin is not just for sun, it's also for snow. But I'll tell you about that later on in the video. And of course, I need to protect my skin. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Protection for your skin. SPF, sunblock, however you want to put it. It is something that's really important and it can sometimes get a little bit technical. So I'm just going to break it down and keep it really simple today because it is very important. Now, SPF is something that protects your skin. It creates a barrier over the skin that kind of stops the harmful sun rays of damaging your skin. Of course, UVA that causes aging, UVB that causes burning, and UVC that creates those cancer cells and of course can lead to skin cancer. And this is what a sunblock does. It protects you from those rays. The thing is though, what type, how much, when, where, and all of these things sometimes get a bit too much and confuses people. And then they regularly forget to do this on a daily basis, especially if you're going to go out into the environment and be in direct sunlight. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to cover is if you have an SPF in your moisturization or in your foundation. Now, the problem that I have personally with these is that an SPF is generally there to create a barrier on the skin to stop rays from penetrating and damaging the skin. The ingredients as well that makes an SPF can also work against the ingredients that are in a moisturization. So first of all, you're putting a barrier on your skin to protect it. So that means your active ingredients don't always penetrate as they should, and that therefore isn't that effective. And also the ingredients can work against the moisturization ingredients in your moisturizer, and then the one is not effective and the other is non-viable for the skin, and they could potentially work against each other. So I would go ahead and separate the two. Have your moisturization separate, let it sit on the skin for a little bit and do its job, then go ahead and put your SPF on. The amount of SPF that you need as well isn't really viable when you have it in a moisturizer or even your foundation, because to put it simply, you need about a teaspoon amount. Yes, literally a teaspoon amount of SPF on your skin for it to be really effective. That's a lot of cream, a lot. So this is also why I prefer having them separate, because then I know I don't dig through my moisturizers or my foundation because of the amount that I need to actually build up that protection. Now, going in and putting that much SPF on your skin in one go sounds a bit intimidating, and yes it is, because then you do get a white cast on the skin no matter what you do. So what I would recommend is layering it up. Take that amount and put it on layer for layer for layer. Yes, okay, it is going to take a little bit more time, but you won't get the white cast, you're going to get your amount, and you will then build up your protection for your skin in layers. It'll prevent you from looking greasy, it'll prevent you from feeling greasy, but you will still be able to run around in the sun without any problems. And it's just more effective as well, as when you are going to be applying makeup over the sunblock, for the sunblock really to seep in and settle before you put the makeup on, so then you won't have it where your foundation is going to be breaking up or slipping around on your face and moving. The other thing that people really struggle with is the SPF factor, the 15 or the 30 or the 50. Now, the difference between an SPF 30 and an SPF 50 is major when it comes to chemical substances that are in the product, but minor when it comes to protection. An SPF 30 has a 94% protection against UVB rays, while an SPF 50 has a 97% protection against UVB rays. However, the amount of chemicals that have to go into that SPF to get it up higher is immense. And at the end of the day, it's really not worth it. You might as well stick with the less chemicals that is better for your skin and just reapply it regularly, which you should be doing anyway, especially if you're in direct sun, especially if you're going into the water. Even though it says it's a 24-hour SPF or it's a waterproof SPF, they still dilute the protection when you go into the elements and into the environment. So make sure that if you can, you do reapply at least every 2 hours to make sure your protection is intact. It is really important. So here's the deal with protection for snow, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. When I was working on cruise ships and we were doing the Alaskan route and we would go up to these fjords and it would be beautiful, ice cold, freezing outside, I would find more of our guests coming back into the ship that had scorched faces, bright red and burns for the rest of the cruise than I would get in the Caribbean and the Bahamas. Because here's the thing, when you're out in the sun, you can feel it burning. So it sets you up and warns you that, hoy, something is going on, I need to protect my skin. When you're in snowy climates or really, really cold climates, you don't notice that you're burning because it's cold. Why would cold burn you? Especially with snow and water-based areas, the thing that does happen though is even though the sun doesn't feel hot, the reflection of the rays that bounces back from the snow or the water is way more intense. It's kind of when you would find, you know, when you were small, you were playing with the ants and the magnifying glass and you would like concentrate the sun ray through the magnifying glass. It's a similar effect that happens when you're around snow and ice and water. The bounce back of the rays are way more intense, burn you much, much worse than you would think because you don't feel it. So if you're in a snowy climate or a place where it really, really snows a lot or things like that, make sure you protect your skin as well. You still have to put SPF on when you go outside because you can't feel the sun, like I said, but trust me, the sun will find you and it will burn your skin. So make sure you protect your skin whether you're in the sun or playing around in snow. It still is important. An ice burn, trust me, it is not a nice thing. It stings like hell and it's a lot longer healing process than burning in the sun because you don't realize it until it's way too late. And that is SPF, protection for your skin. Whether sun or snow, you still need to make sure you protect your skin. The thing about protection is every single bit of damage you can prevent today will be so much more beneficial for you in the long run. Because your damage that's forming underneath the skin is not going to show up tomorrow or next year or even maybe 5 years from now. But 10 to 20 years from now, that's when you are going to start noticing the damage. Pigmentation, sunspots, saggy skin, texture, thickening of the skin, and all of these problems then come to the surface. The thing about these problems though is to get them reversed, very long, very slow, sometimes painful, and most of the time quite expensive to get them reversed. So everything that you can do to protect your skin today is going to be way more beneficial for you in the long run than you think. So make sure you protect your skin every single day. Before you go out, put your SPF on. Layer up if you need to. Reapply when you can. But make sure you protect your skin as much as you can in hot climates and in cold climates as well. And that's it for today. So if you found this an inspiration and you've learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you can see all my videos to come. But until I meet all my natural beauties again, have a wonderful day and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.